Hello, for the record, I've only made like 2 pieces of artwork for this, not counting the thumbnail. Because you would, yeah. So, yes, okay, so. I will probably not. I would say never, but never say never, even though that sentence is already stupid because it already contradicts itself, because that sentence would exist if you don't say never. I don't like never say never simply because it used the word never and it's contradictory. Anyway, yeah, so what if Ragata Doko had a video game? Now, I thought, Hmm. What genre would it be? Perhaps a fighting game. I think that one would be the best. Just like, not like a platformer, maybe not an adventure. I don't know. Not where he somewhat retells the Bragadoko story in video game form, just has the characters in it doing stuff. So I thought fighting game, like Smash Bros. For the record, I have not played any, like, fighting games. I'm just the most familiar with Smash Brothers. And honestly, it's probably the form it will take. So, the main gimmick would be, they talk. What I mean by this, like, every time you start a round, like, they would say something unique to this person. Whoever the characters are with, they'd say something different. Every character you're with, there most likely will not be the same scene with different characters. So, like, S would be like, please don't, like, dock my... Wait, no. I was like, I'm sorry, Bash. And Bash is like, I'm gonna raise the rent for this. Aw, mean. That's not the Essen voice, but yeah. Satan would just be like, oh, hell yeah, we're fighting! It's not a Satan voice. Okay, and then, like, Yin Yang King would just be like, what do you say in that I don't know. Yeah, they just, like, say something different. Which would be interesting. So, like, the main plot, which would be separate from normal Ragadoko, is, like, it would be called, like, Ragadoko, a friendly tournament or something like that. And Friend would be, like, hosting a tournament, and, like, whoever wins gets one wish, which would show, like, I wouldn't hide some details, like, Ilmi would not be hiding it, because this is not canon. I can, like, make the personalities a bit more extreme. Maybe not extreme, maybe not extreme, just show that Ilmi is ready to kill, and he doesn't care if he wins, he just gets to beat people up. That's all he cares about. So, yeah, definitely would be interesting. So, like, if there was, like, a story mode where you could, like, main a character, like, you're like Ilmi, or like, Friend, also, you could play as Friend. The character you play as is, like, main for Drit, Bash, Essen, Yin King, Satan, Friend, Ilmi, kill you. Maybe Skiff, maybe the gods. Unlockable characters and skins would be, like, different variants or whatever. Or, like, Ilmi would have, his skins would be, like, some characters that resemble him but aren't him. So technically, you get a few characters in one. Dre would have, like, his old design, like, the first time I drew him as a skin. Bash would have a weird concept I did. Drit would also have Doo as a skin, which is a character that looks so similar like Drit because he was a failed drawing of Drit, but I went with it, and so he's a new character. But yeah, which would be interesting. So, like, the story mains, like, the story mode is, like, you main a character, and, like, they have special dialogue for the story mode. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna beat ya! He's like, no, or whatever. It's like, special, it's different, because in, like, the normal game, they'd be talking about, like, oh, sorry, we're gonna fight, or, like, yeah, we're gonna fight! But in story mode, it's like, I'm gonna win the wish, and it's like, no, I'm gonna win the wish, which would be very interesting. So, yeah, if I ever get into game dev, you know what could theoretically happen. Do not count on it. Actually, just straight up don't. But yeah, so, like, the only thing I drew is like, the title screen or whatever, or what it would look like, Friend being ominous, and, like, the stage, I would just call it, like, I don't know, Raptor's Peak. Because I called the sun after the dude, because a cool reference to a guy who supports me. Yay! Yay! Yeah, I hope you find this interesting, just enjoyable to listening to. Sometimes I add random ings to my words. I just add ings. I emphasize the ing, and sometimes I add ings to like words. When I was voicing the Laxadaisy thing as Rocky, he got to like, Canadian whiskey, and I just kept I tried it. I said Canadian whiskey, Canadian whiskey. Have a good day.